Morning, everyone. Hi. Well, I got to say, what a weekend. Okay, so there was a ton of snow, and um, that led to me going both snowshoeing and skiing for the second weekend in a row. And let me tell you, I'm a writer, not a skier or a very physical person, and my thighs are really unhappy with me. Oh, let's see if I can get that. Oh, that's better. Um, So, yeah, it's been an exciting few days. I was on New Hampshire Chronicle. I was featured. I was actually the first piece on Friday, February 5th at 7 p.m. If you look up New Hampshire Chronicle, Friday, February 5th, and you look up, let's see, the Reenactors Cookbook, they have it on their website. You can actually watch the video clip. It was wonderful. It's basically 6 minutes. Sorry if I don't know if the sound came through. It's 6 minutes of pictures, video of me doing stuff at fairs, and video of me cooking and starting a fire and a bunch of other stuff. And of course the interview, and it went very well. I cannot say thank you enough to the people who worked so hard to put that together. Um, it was a lot of fun to do, and it was a lot of fun to see it. Um, for the very large number of you who paged me to say congratulations on Friday, that was overwhelming in a wonderful way. I knew it was going to be on, but of course I don't have cable, so I had no way to watch it until it came out this morning. And I started getting messages on Facebook and Google, and people were letting me know how awesome the piece was, that it was the first piece, and that they really enjoyed it. And then I have to say, my sales rocketed. So I can afford to eat this month, and I'm so happy about that. Thank you all so much. I also now have 32 reviews on Amazon. So if you have purchased a copy of the book, I'm begging you, please, if you would go and do a review, especially a written review with the words. Um, it doesn't have to be, anything long, but it's very helpful. In today's day and age, the Amazon review is actually worth so much. I don't know what it is about being on camera that makes me yawn, but I have coffee, so we're all good. Um, but yeah, those reviews, pardon me, on Amazon are an author's lifeblood. So, go and do a review of my book, and while you're there, review a couple of others while you're at it. um, I do have a library date coming up in March on the 17th, I think, which is St. Patty's Day. So I'll have to wear all my green uh, garb when I do it. But I will get details up to you guys when I have them. At the moment, I'm still sort of floundering, figuring out what's going on. It's been a busy few days, and things are a little crazy here. Um, as you know, on the 1st of February, which was last Monday, I started writing my science fiction novel. And that has turned epic in a very epic way. So there's a lot to learn on the science end of things. I don't have to be a science expert, but I have to understand enough of the science to write accurately about it. And so I'm spending a lot of time talking with my co-author who does know the science and the math, and learning enough to describe this stuff, have my experts in a subject explain it to the characters who don't know, so that my readers will have the opportunity to learn along with. And that's been a lot more exciting than I thought it would be. I kind of thought I would be kind of gritting my teeth a lot because science is hard and I don't do well with it. But I'm actually finding it very exciting and wonderful. It did, however, lead to a horrible, awful thing. I watched The Martian again this weekend, which I adored it the first time, and I still adore it. But when I watched it, the spaceship is going through space. Um, and they've got the crew compartment is spinning to provide artificial gravity, and I now know that it's not spinning fast enough to actually create any gravity, and it's irritating me so much. So yeah, I'm dealing with that. But anyway, um, I haven't done as much sit down and writing on the novel yet as I thought I might. I thought I was going to kind of come out of the gate flying, and that hasn't happened because I keep running into technical difficulties. So, in order to write about the crew leaving Earth, I had to know how the spaceship was going to look. In order to know how the spaceship was going to look, I had to decide what to base it on. And then I had to translate that from what I based it on, which was a submarine, into how that would be shaped and built in space, which is very different from a submarine. It looks more like a bloated tick, but that's okay. It's not a pretty spaceship, but it is an effective spaceship. And then I had to do things like figure out the size of everything. And I actually have to go through and figure out the circumference of the ship so that I know how large the living quarters and sleeping quarters are so that I can find out how fast that has to spin so that my people have some form of gravity. There's so much math involved in this, it's ridiculous. I'm so glad I have somebody to help me with that part. I give him all the information and he comes back with answers for me, which I so appreciate because it's not my forte. But this is absolutely, it has been way more exciting and enlightening than I thought it would be. And the story itself is coming together in new and exciting ways. The characters are developing themselves incredibly quickly, much more quickly than than the characters in the Taylor Mage novels did, um, except for of course, the main characters because I knew them. But it's fascinating watching them kind of come alive. I was, of course, at the beginning, I had kind of this list of characters, and we were kind of picking through and deciding who was doing what, and who's my geologist, who's my xenobiologist, and who's or exobiologist, not xenobiologist, and all these things, and figuring out who knows what, and who's got a PhD, and who's got a master's, and it's very complex and detail oriented. And as readers, you guys probably aren't going to know half of this, but I need to know it in order to write it well. And so I'm kind of going through and doing all this, and some of the characters started to come to life and have personalities and attitudes. And I realized, my co-author was like, well, we need to get rid of this person and this person because there's too many bodies on the ship and we need to reduce weight and normal mass. And so we need you to do that. And I was like, okay, but I can't get rid of this person and I can't get rid of this person because these two people have personalities and they're people, and you don't get to just abort people. Okay, it doesn't work that way. They're people now. They exist. They're real. So I had to kind of move things around a bit. We figured it out. It's all good. But yeah, I'm not willing to just kill or eradicate a character that has become a person. That's you don't do that. They're my babies. They're my people. So yeah. What else is going on? Well, as I said, the cookbook sales are going great. The being on TV was really neat, and I have some stuff coming up in the near future with libraries, and hopefully, if we can all get our vaccinations and such, that maybe by the fall we might be able to do at least some outdoor stuff, even if we're not doing indoor stuff yet. Maybe we can do like an outdoor book signing or something. I don't know. Meet with everybody who has a copy of the book in a park somewhere. You can all bring your books to be signed. Those who follow my website and my Facebook page and Instagram, you can. I will actually be offering the books for sale through those as signed copies. So if you want to buy a signed copy of the book instead of just through Amazon, you will be able to do that using your credit card, hopefully. knock on wood, either later today or later this week at the latest. And I will update you guys more on that next week if it hasn't become obvious by then. And if you're hearing a lot of noise, I apologize. My neighbors across the way had a tree come down, and they have a crew in to remove it safely from the roof of their house, and there's all sorts of stuff going on over there, and it's like big and scary and very noisy. Um, right. So what else? I think that's it, really. Um, I might give you guys some sneak peeks into some of the characters of my sci-fi novel in the coming weeks. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 characters basically that are important to the story and are kind of the protagonist of this story is the team itself, all 10 people. And so I might start introducing you to some. Colonel Martin Smith is the gentleman who will be acting as the captain of the ship, and the leader, the mission commander. And maybe we'll give a little insight into him next week if you guys are interested in that. So let me know. Remember to write every day. Remember to put your effort in, get some exercise, although maybe not so much that your thighs ache like mine. Get some sunshine, especially at this time of year. Go outside. It's beautiful right now. If you're in New England and the sun is shining and it's not that cold out there, it's brisk, but put on a toque and get yourself out there, get some sunshine and some vitamin D, and eat right, drink the water, get enough sleep, take care of yourselves as writers and artists. So I will see you guys next week. I love you all. Have a good one. Bye.